Hi everyone, let's take a look at the next release for Brandy 2.1. The first item on the list here are paginations. So you notice on every collection now you have a pagination at the bottom here, where you can click back and forth to see the next or previous collection. The next item on the list is table of contents. Now table of contents actually has to be turned on, so you can do so by clicking the customize collection icon there and then turn it on at the bottom, save changes, and now this will show up here. By default, if you don't have any text with headings on the page, it won't show anything. But if you come down here and add a text like so, text block, and say put a heading in there, once you focus out, that heading will show up at the table of collections there, table of contents, sorry. So yeah, that is the one way to do it. Another way to do it is a new block that we've added called section titles. So I can come here and say add section title, and now with this you won't need it to do any styling. It actually doesn't have any styling, it's just meant for headings. So if I come in here and say logos, you notice now logos will show up at the table of contents there. Yeah, so that is the second one. The third option to do this is to use the assets themselves. If you want an asset to show up in table of contents, you can come here to the asset and click customize and mark it here down. You see include in table of contents. If you turn that on, the asset name will show up in table of contents here. So you'll notice logos, colors, and we have this heading text at the bottom here. I'm going to remove this one because I don't really want it right now. I just want the colors, and yeah, so that is table of contents. As you scroll around here, it will show you where you are on the page, and you can of course click to scroll to the correct place. Yeah, so that's table of contents. The next item we've added to our assets is a color gradient block. So if I come up here and click add and say add color palette, you'll see now you have solid colors or gradients. So if I click gradient there, you get a default gradient, and of course you can push this to the bottom by holding shift and clicking that. I'll come in here and click edit. You can now edit and add your new gradients there. You can click that to customize your gradient colors like so. And save changes. Yeah, so there you have your gradients. Another thing we've added now in terms of like colors and gradients is you can, whenever you're in bento block, most people still want to show these items as a grid. So if you come here and change this to a full width list there, it will convert from a block into like a grid like this. I'm gonna call this gradients. Yeah, so that was one of the requests from the users to just allow them to still show colors in this format when they're in the bento layout. Yes, that was the next item on the list, that is gradients, and also customizing, allowing the user to still have grid-based colors in bento layout. Another thing with colors, we introduced the CMYK here, which is actually another one that is very popular request from the users. So you can convert you can show your colors as CMYK there. Together with that, we've also added an option to name your colors and gradients. So if I come here and edit, you notice I can just come in here and say this is blue, this is a green, this is a yellow, and this is orange. So obviously you might be calling this whatever you want in your based on your brand. This could be amber, this could be social media blue, something like that. So yeah, this is all up to how you want to name them. Yeah, I'm going to go back to hex here and save changes. Yeah, and for the gradients again, like I said, you can come in here and name the gradients. I'm gonna call this sunset, maybe sapphire, earthy, and green. Yeah, so there you go. So that is how you name your colors and your gradients. Another improvement here we've made is you can edit this and you can come at the columns up here. You see there's an option to hide either the color or the name. So especially when I do like CMYK colors and I'm not in a full grid mode like so, there's normally like very little space there, so I normally come in here and just turn off one of these fields or both of them. Yeah, like so. So you can turn both of them off, you can turn one of them off based on how you want to do it. And you notice when you turn both of them off, you get this nice color only blocks like so. And of course, if I switch this to a regular layout like that, it always looks a little bit neater. So it depends, depending on your usage, you can decide to like go in that direction, and I can do the same here. Or I can just hide both of them like so, and then turn this back on to a regular item there. Yeah, but normally when I'm doing this, I normally just have the name showing. Anyway, so that is the improvements to color and color gradients. I'm going to quickly get this back to where I wanted them, where they are. The next item in our update for 2.1 is under collection banners. You can click there to show a collection banner like so. Now, something people have been asking us about is adding custom images here, because right now you are only able to add a color or a gradient or an image from the pre-selected list here. But now if you have a URL, you can just come and paste it in here, save that, and you can use that as your collection banner there. And of course you can pair this with text. If I come in here and say quick guide, yeah, save. And of course, if you didn't catch the 2.0 video, you can also, if you have the same title here and here, you can just come into the settings here and say hide title if you want to, like so. Yeah, that is it for 2.1. There is a ton of other fixes and bug fixes. We'll link the changelog in the description below, so be sure to check that out to see all the bug fixes we also shipped. And as always, tell us what you think and send your request to our Kani. We also have the Kani link in the description there. Until next time, see you.